Bambi Nicole here. Today I have got a story time video for you. This is going to be the tale of a young, dumb Amber's 16th birthday. Sweet 16, not so sure, but it was definitely a 16th birthday to remember. If you're interested to hear what happened during my sweet 16, stay tuned. Make sure to give this a thumbs up if you enjoy story time with me. Subscribe if you would like to stay up to date with any videos I'm coming out with. For my 16th birthday, my grandma said I could invite some of my friends over. I was living with my grandma at the time. That's another story for another day. But regardless, she let me invite some friends over to spend the night. And we had decided that we wanted it to be in a tent, because why would we want to stay inside when we could be outside doing our own thing? A little preface to the story. I lived 2 houses down from a Sunoco gas station, which was very convenient for snacks and things like that. We decided to start the party off by making one of our favorite beverages. I am not condoning this beverage. No adult or young teenager should be drinking this beverage. Also, I gotta tell you, it's pretty important throughout this story. I was very active in drama class, and one of the main things that we did in drama class was watch Whose Line Is It Anyway and kind of replicate those games that they played, you know, improv games. If you haven't heard of it, definitely look Whose Line Is It Anyway up, because it's some funny stuff. So I had a couple friends from drama class come to my party. I had some lifelong friends come to this party whom I've mentioned actually in my first Storytime video, if you haven't seen that. That party was a little more insane than this one, so definitely check that story out. I'll leave the link down below. Anyway, we started this party off by making a beverage that some of my friends and I in drama class lovingly referred to as Mountain Dew smoothies. Now, Mountain Dew smoothies are not nearly as innocent as they sound. There have been many occasions where we, my friends and I, drank these Mountain Dew smoothies when we went camping, when there was, you know, a project in school where we could somehow involve this beverage. What a Mountain Dew smoothie consists of is either Mountain Dew or Amp Energy drink, you know, 1 can or bottle per person. You need a blender for this Mountain Dew. You also need ice cubes to give it the smoothie effect. But the really important ingredient in this beverage is a package, you know, the 2 for $1 packages that they have like at every store, the 2 for $1 candy bags, you know, full of pixie sticks. You need a bag of these pixie sticks per person. Basically, you blend all that together and you have got a toxic smoothie that will drive any 16-year-old to madness. So what made me think of this 16th birthday of mine was the fact that this week I realized that on the 5th of July, which is coming up very soon, I'm going to be 28. So this was a very long time ago. I will do my best to remember everything. The first events I remember after we started drinking our Mountain Dew smoothies, grilling out. I think we played some random games and stuff like that during the day, you know, all outdoor activities. But during the night, once it fell dark, the girls and I all went to the backyard, set up the tent. I'm sure that was an experience. I'm sure it took us quite a while to master putting up a giant, like, 8-person tent, I think it was. I don't know. It was huge. But at one point, I know that I feel like we wanted to scare ourselves. We wanted something to be scared of. And we had convinced ourselves that someone was trying to break into the Sunoco 2 houses down, so that was kind of funny, and it really set the mood for some of the other things that happened later that night. So we get in our tent, we get everything set up, we even have a fan out there in our tent, like we have got it made. We've got my cake all to ourselves, we've got snacks, we've got like 8 of my girlfriends, we have got our Mountain Dew smoothies, we are set up to go. One of our first activities is that we decide that we are going to play some of the improv games that we played in drama class. And one of the things that we did was we played a game where you write down like different characters and you put them into a hat. Now everyone will draw from the hat and they will have to impersonate that character without saying their name. So I got Scooby-Doo. My friend will call her Anastasia. It's very easy to go into like mad scientist type laughter. Like you can get her going pretty easily from my experience. It might just be me. But I got Scooby-Doo. So the first thing that came to my mind when I read Scooby-Doo off of this piece of paper, I looked right into her eyes because I believe that she was the one who had to guess who I was. And all I could think of to say was, "It's a monster, Raggy." So Anastasia starts dying laughing like she's rolling on the ground. I guess she ends up tinkling her pants. And by that, I mean, yeah, she peed herself. She was laughing so hard, she peed. So that was our first mishap of the evening. Our second mishap of the evening was when... Oh my gosh. To this day, I'm not 100% that anyone actually saw this, but all that matters is that someone said the words, "There's a spider." Now, I have to tell you that two of my friends there, Anastasia and the other one we'll call Stacy. Anastasia and Stacy are deathly afraid of spiders, to the point where if someone just talks about spiders, they will have crazy panic attacks. I mean, like, I think even to this day, Anastasia has problems dealing with spiders. So someone says they see a spider. These two start screaming, freaking out, and this is pretty late at night at this point, and it's a small neighborhood, like houses are really close together, so we had to have been causing the biggest ruckus at this point. Anastasia and Stacy like fight their way out of this tent, knocking over everything in sight, surely just wrecking our whole setup to get away from this alleged spider. And it was dark in the tent, pretty dark. We had a lamp in there, but I mean, how did anyone even see a spider? Anyway, they run outside, they're hyperventilating. Stacy is like Ralphing. I don't know, it was just this big crazy fiasco. Eventually we get the girls calmed down, we wipe their tears, get them to stop crying, get them to stop freaking out, to stop hyperventilating. We get everyone back into the tent. And at this point, we are all, like, shaken up. We are literally, like, on the world's most ridiculous caffeine/sugar high in the whole world. I think that someone, like, threw a piece of cake at me or something. Cake got somewhere, and I was like, you know what? Since there's already cake everywhere, I decided to lay down in a line and steamroll all over everyone and everything in my way. You know, like rolling down the hill when you're a kid style. I rolled all over everyone and everything, and I happened to roll into my birthday cake. So I realize what I've done and why I did that. I will never know. It's just an Amber thing. I don't know. I make goofy decisions that seem funny or fun at the time and just go with them. So here I am just covered in birthday cake sticky icing all over my hair, all over my life. And I'm sure that I attempted to like mess with one of my friends and try to hug them or something, and everyone proceeded to pick me up by different limbs of mine and carry me into the back door of my house, which leads directly into the laundry room, followed by the door to the bathroom, which would lead you to the rest of the house. Well, my grandma is in there sleeping. My grandpa's sleeping. They are just having themselves a nice little siesta, and their room is right next to the bathroom. Here's the shower, here's the wall, here's their room. And their bed happens to be, you know, baseboard right up against where the shower is. My friends all drag me in there. We're all laughing our butts off like we've had someone pee at this point. We had panic attacks, and now I'm covered in cake, and there's only one thing to do with me at this point. And that is apparently to heave me into the shower. And my grandma was so mad. I think she's brought it up a couple times in my adulthood, how mad she was at us this night. Like, We woke her up. It was probably 1 or 2 in the morning. I don't even know, but at that age, that's pretty late. I know she had warned us, at least 5 to 10 times to quiet down. And once they think everything's okay, it's safe to go to sleep. Nah, not with me around. So they throw me in the shower. They wash me off. Well, they don't really wash me off. They just kind of throw me in the shower, turn the cold water on, and run back outside, and I get to deal with angry Grandma. Sorry, Grandma, I love you. But yeah, I know that was a really jumbled story. I just kind of remembered certain things as I went through the story. I know there's lots of stuff I'm forgetting, and I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about silly 16-year-old me and my friends, who most of them I'm still best friends with to this day. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this kind of video, give me a big thumbs up, because these are kind of awkward to do, but they are fun, and you guys seem to like the last one. I got quite a few thumbs up. Well, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, happy birthday. I can't believe I'm 28.